We are going to the Miyajima ropeway. I found out about it on social media and no one talks about how far it is. Guys, we just saw a bus that could take us to the ropeway. Why no one talks about this? You bunch of liars. You should be ashamed. It says we're almost there. I don't believe you. This is a joke, right? This is not funny. 100 steps up. Are we doing this? Oh, I made it.
春の風が頬を撫でる君と自転車走る坂道揺れる髪先揺れるハート後ろで抱く腕のぬくもり
We had 3 goals for the end of the trip. Eat Kobe beef, bow with a deer, and shop. A lot. But we also had a whole list of side quests to make the most of it. A day trip to Kobe, day trip to Nara, Kyoto, Hiroshima with Miyajima Island, and going back to Tokyo. That sounds like a lot, and it was a lot. We wouldn't change a thing though. So first on the list...
Good morning everyone! Just got to Kobe!
We were on a mission to find the most authentic hidden gem local spot that only true Kobe residents know about. We just needed somewhere good, somewhere easy. So after a quick research session, we landed on Steakland. The name speaks for itself. They cook steak, specifically Kobe steak. And that's all we needed to know. The meat melted in our mouths, exactly like every single review said it would.
They are literally everywhere guys. Hello.
By the time we got to Nara Park, most people were already leaving, probably because the deer food was sold out and without food just simply not interesting to the deer. So it was gonna be extra difficult to check our second goal. But we were there and we were stubborn, especially me. Before leaving Nara, we had one last thing to do, the Nara mochi, which is right next to the subway station by the way. Now we'd seen this mochi all over the internet, so I was ready, and I wanted my jaw to drop, and it didn't. Don't get me wrong, it was good. It was a good mochi, but it was also just a mochi. The internet had built it up so much in my head that by the time I actually ate it, nothing could have lived up to that expectation. But I still think it's worth trying. If there's one thing you regret not doing in Osaka, it's the infamous Katsuichi Temple. What's cool about it, other than that it's beautiful, is that at the entrance you're given a blank card that you take with you on the path. And if you're paying attention, you'll notice there are stamping stations along the way. So pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise you're going to leave without that satisfying completed card at the end. And I say this from a place of love because it happened to some tourists. I was sitting peacefully in the lounge area when a girl came up to me, card in hand, having just finished the whole parkour, and asked me what the cards were for. I looked at her, I looked at my card, I looked back at her, and with the most composed face I could manage, I showed her all my stamps and said there were stations on the path. Now one thing, do I look trustworthy? Because this kept happening throughout the entire trip. Tourists would come up to me asking for directions, recommendations, all sorts of things, and sometimes I would never say this out loud, but I would think to myself, I genuinely have no idea. I'm also a tourist. We are in the same situation right now.
We made it to the infamous bridge. Look how big it is. It's huge. We've been trying to take pictures for the last 20 minutes, but there are always tourists hanging out at the top as if they couldn't see us. And it's really bothering us. We made it to Kyoto!
I went in fully convinced I was gonna make it to the top. I had the energy, I had the vision, I had the will. What I did not have was the physical capacity. Hundreds of stairs, Japanese summer heat, and I was on my period. Now here's my take on it. If you can't breathe anymore, I think you should stop. So I stopped. I turned to Alex and said, I can't. No shame. I tried. The mountain won. Moving on.
I'm gonna pass out. Definitely gonna pass out. Good morning guys! It's been a while. We needed to rest for 2 days because I got sick again. I'm not gonna blame it on anyone but Antoine. So yeah, we've been staying in Kyoto for 2 days and now we're going to Hiroshima, taking the Shinkansen. Wow! I'm dying!
笑顔が眩しいよ私の心の奥深くに魔法をかけてくれたね風に揺れる木漏れ日の中君と一緒の時間が嬉しい小さな話し声も愛の旋律になるよ目と目が合ったその瞬間世界が止まったみたいこの想いがいつまでも続いてくれるかな
Guys, something weird just happened. We took the wrong train, okay? We took the wrong tram going in the wrong direction, so we took the other one, the right one, and then when it got to pay, the driver was like, no need, and then we just got off, like for free. Like what? Can someone tell me if this usually happens to people? Like what? He got his feet skewered.
Pas ouf du tout.
I promised a room tour, so here it is. This is the bed. This is the mirror. This is the desk area. Tiny area for the luggages. And right here you have the bathroom. That's it. We got to Tokyo, girl.
At this point, we only had one goal left: shopping. I wanted clothes, Alex wanted figurines, we both had a vision for ourselves. So if you're planning a Tokyo shopping trip and you don't know where to start, let me save you some time. For figurines and collectibles, check out Book Off and anything in Akihabara. We actually went through stores in pretty much every city on this trip and nothing compared to Akihabara for variety and deals. A lot of people will tell you the secondhand scene is better outside of Tokyo because prices are cheaper, and sure, sometimes they are, but the selection just isn't there. If you want options, Akihabara wins. Alex came back with 8 figurines in just 2 days. Now for clothes. I went in ready to go crazy in all the trendy stores the internet kept recommending. And look, everything was cute, but they weren't cheap. And more importantly, the proportions just didn't work for my body type. So I pivoted. Uniqlo and Brandy Melville ended up being my best decisions of the entire trip. Know your body, know your budget, shop accordingly.
Ouais. On devait aller acheter des valises.
Did some damage. I didn't intend to. It wasn't my intention. I got a smoothie. They're so good. Everything we eat is either fried or it's sushi. So this is my only way to have fruits. We just got back to the hotel. You have like a proper entrance. This is our luggage. It's a bit of a mess, sorry. This is the toilet. This is amazing. Japanese toilet, classic. We have the bathroom, a big mirror, proper sink. You can shower, take a bath. You have the living area with the TV, a table, guys, and then you have the kitchen area. Okay? You even have a microwave, and then the bedroom. We have AC over there. Here you have like a very nice sitting area. So I bought a Seiko watch. Isn't it pretty? Since Alex is also unboxing his stuff, I'm gonna show you the cards that he got at Hiroshima? Hiroshima or Kyoto? Oh, I doesn't remember. These designs are from the first gen of Pokemon cards. You can even tell from like the back. Good morning, everyone. We are at Shibuya to do some shopping.
For lunch, we went to Minyakokoro to eat mazisoba, which is basically dry ramen. No broth, just noodles and sauce. The kind of flavor we couldn't get at home. And they had spice levels to choose from, so I chose level 2, but the chef warned me. Looked me in the eyes and warned me, and I still chose level 2, because I'm used to eat spicy food and I was confident. But you know what's coming. It was genuinely burning. Like, embarrassingly burning. But I was too stubborn to admit it, so I ate the whole thing with a completely neutral face and told no one how I was feeling until after the meal, where I had to tell Alex. The noodles were great though, perfection. I'd never eaten anything like it back home. Then on our way to Harajuku for more shopping, we stopped at this viral spot called Iyoshi Cola. They craft their own cola from scratch. So we went in expecting something close to Coca-Cola, and it was not that. It was more cinnamon and ginger forward than either of us anticipated, which, if you like spice drinks, you'll probably love it, but if you're expecting classic cola, it's more of an acquired taste. On our last day, we did what you're supposed to do on the last day. A little more shopping, a taste of your favorite foods, and spending your last yens on the claw machine.
Pretty good ending to our Japan trip. Yeah?
Yes.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We never used it, but bye-bye. Bye-bye, Japanese toilet. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed these Japan vlogs as much as we enjoyed living them. Japan, see you soon.
これで終わりじゃないから僕らの旅は続いていく諦めない限り
Why are we doing this?